Hello, everybody. This is Whitney with Strategic Visionaries coming to you with your Money Smarts tips for today. And I wanted to specifically focus on business owners today and what business owners can do to build their retirement. A lot of times I find that my clients who are business owners have a lot of their wealth inside of their business, but they don't have a lot of wealth built outside of their business. And this can be an issue for a few reasons. 100% of your business proceeds from selling it to someone else are going to be taxable. And also the valuation of that business is, it depends on the market, it depends on the demand, it depends on the buyer. And we all know that you may have a certain price in mind, but the buyer may not. The buyer wants it at the lowest price possible. So with all of that said, it's wise to diversify your wealth and your retirement plan outside of just your business. So with that said, I wanted to just address a few different tax sheltered business plans that you can set up. And there are a lot of different kinds. And keep in mind when I mention these contribution amounts, it's based on 2020 figures, and typically they increase every year what you're able to contribute. So the first one, before you consider even doing a formal retirement plan through your business, just consider maxing out an IRA. And so if you are under the age of 50, the maximum amount that you can contribute is $6,000. And then if you are over 50, you have a $1,000 catch up to make your total max contribution $7,000. So that's just a traditional IRA. Anyone can do that as long as you have enough earned income. So you have to earn at least $6,000 or $7,000 in order to contribute to that. So that's the first one. Everybody should max one out, whether or not you're a business owner. That's number one. Secondly, a second option would be a SEP IRA. So a SEP IRA is a good option for someone who is a solopreneur. It's just them, and then you can contribute up to 25% of your taxable income, up to $57,000 max per year. And so this is a great option because you can contribute that just for yourself. And if you don't have any employees, like if you have 1099, this is a good option for you because you don't have to contribute for 1099. If you have W-2 though, you have to make the same percentage contribution. So that's where you may want to consider another plan like a simple IRA. A simple IRA is the next option that you can consider. And so with a simple IRA, you contribute as a business owner. This is a plan that you participate in, but so would all of your employees that are eligible. And there are various eligibility rules that you would want to discuss with a financial advisor. And so with the simple IRA, you can contribute up to $13,500 annually. And then there's a $3,000 catch up if you're over 50 to make it $16,500. And then with the simple IRA, as the employer, you also are required to provide a match. And so it's a 2% or a 3% match depending upon the rules. So it depends on what your employees are doing and what you're doing, but it would be the same match across the board. And that is, it's an obligatory match that you provide to your employees and yourself as an employee. So very flexible investment options with an IRA, simple IRA, and a SEP IRA. Then you move on to the 401k world. And the main reason you would want to stop doing a simple IRA and go into a 401k is number one, for contribution limits. They're higher with a 401k. And secondly, with a 401k, you are, no matter what you are earning, you can contribute up to the maximum amount. And then also with a 401k versus a simple IRA, you're not obligated to do a match. It's just that 401ks are a lot more difficult to administer. So that's why people don't necessarily go to that first. So with the 401k, you can do it as a solo employee, just by yourself. And the reason you would do that instead of a SEP is because then you as a company can also match it if you're an S Corp. And so oftentimes that's what my solopreneur clients will do, is a solo K, and then they'll also do a match on top of it. The most that you can do as a participant into the 401k plan is $19,500, or there's the $6,500 catch up to make that $26,000 annually. Then there's the group 401ks. So this is similar to a simple IRA in a way, But the contributional limits are much higher. So again, it's the same contribution limits with the solo 401k versus a group 401k. The group 401k though is for your employees. You cannot have a solo 401k if you have employees. You must do the traditional 401k or one of the other options that I mentioned before. So a group 401k, that is what is required to graduate to when you have over 100 employees participating. That's the max amount of participants that you can have with a simple IRA. So that's important to know, the size of your company and how many people you're providing this benefit to. So that's another reason why you would do 401k rather than a simple IRA. Now, with your investment options within a 401k, it really depends on your broker and who you're working with, but you can have flexible options, but more often than not, I find it's just traditional mutual fund portfolios with 401ks. 403bs are also something that nonprofit business owners can set up, and I've worked with churches to set those up for the staff. So that's something that you can do. You can also do a simple IRA for nonprofits. 403bs have the same contribution limits of the $19,500, or with the catch up to make it $26,000 for over 50. Lastly, something that's unique that you can do as a business owner, depending upon how you're incorporated, is a deferred compensation plan. So it's like an executive benefits plan, and you can set that up for you yourself as the executive of the company, of the CEO. And the nice thing about this is that when you contribute to that, you don't have to do that same contribution. You don't even have to provide that plan to all your employees. It's for executives only, maybe highly compensated employees. You would have an actual contract for this type of plan, but I work with a lot of business owners to set this up to accelerate their retirement savings. The company can contribute to it on your behalf, and then you would not necessarily contribute to this plan, but the company does, and it's provided a benefit for you in retirement, and you can choose how that's treated from a tax perspective. So this is the most flexible option, but I generally recommend it after you've already taken advantage of the retirement plans that I mentioned previously. So I know that's a lot of information, and there are a lot of different options. So again, that's why it's so important to work with an accountant and a financial planner on how to set up your retirement as a business owner. But again, it is so important to do it young, do it right away. As your profits grow, so can your contributions. And again, you want to make sure just not to have all of your wealth tied up into your business. You could do that through your retirement plans to diversify. You could do that through property. But I'm a big proponent of making sure that all of your money is not tied up into your business. So let me know if you have any questions, and I hope to hear from you soon. 612-296-6939, and that's Whitney at strategic-visionaries.com. I hope you are well on this spring day, and I will talk to you again soon.